So thank you, Hannan, for speaking to us at STEM Magazine. So today we have Hannan from iCodejr. He is the founder and CEO of the company. We'll talk about what kind of solutions they offer on the market, what kind of training courses they offer on the market, and we'll talk about the future of education as well with the current situation. So thank you, Hannan, once again for speaking to us.
Thank you, Chris. It's my pleasure. Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
We'll start about talking about what iCodejr is all about.
Sure. So iCode Junior is basically we're registered, we're licensed online coding academy. We provide coding and robotic workshops, and we essentially cater to students from the grades 1 to 13 range, so 6 to 18. All right, so our programs revolve around introducing students to coding, and then we take it one step further where we build difficulty levels as and when they graduate to different levels of the program. So we start with an introduction and work our way all the way up to the advanced, and we cover curriculums such as game design and development, app design development, the introduction to data science and machine learning, web development, and a little high level of AI/ML.
So you mentioned about tracking the level, the education level, or the way students learn from these programs. How is this tracked?
Right. So we have our in-house learning management system, which our students gain access to. So as in when they sign up for a program, initially there's a counseling session that happens, which basically gives our faculty a view of where they stand currently, because no child is the same, right? Some of them may have some background in coding, some exposure, while the others may be fresh off the board. So depending on where they are in their coding journey, our curriculum is completely customized to start off from where they are and then help them achieve their goals. So for instance, if a child is inclined towards game design and development, so we modify a curriculum to help suit their requirements, because coding as a subject is something that needs to be of interest to the student. Otherwise, it's something that they will not take up. While their parents may push them, we have to make sure that we make it engaging enough for them to participate. So each and every program is customized, and depending on their initial assessment with the counselor, the curriculum is designed and defined, and it's progressed to the learning management system that we have.
Okay. In terms of accreditations and partnerships with schools and colleges, do you have any in this region, or are you looking to partner with schools and colleges as well?
Right. So in terms of accreditations, we've in fact just got an accreditation from STEM.org. So our curriculum and us as an academic institution have been verified. That's going to go up on our website pretty soon. In terms of collaboration with schools, yes, we're just dotting the I's and crossing the T's with a school based out of the Gises Nahta area. At this point, we're not able to talk about it because it's not crystallized yet, but that is the goal. In fact, for 2022, we're hoping to tie up with as many schools as possible. We're also in discussions with some schools to be a part of their co-curricular activities program, where we will be looking at not just online, but on their school premises, do workshops for their students after school.
So according to you, what is the importance of STEAM education? Do people or parents or schools really understand the importance of that kind of a curriculum in this day and age?
Yeah, I think the value a STEAM curriculum adds is absolutely imperative, and most institutions have come to realize that slowly but surely, right? Especially the ones that cater to a certain genre that are maybe of high tuition schools. They've understood the value, the practicality involved around STEM curriculum, and with STEAM taking it one step further by incorporating the arts in making sure that the curriculum is implemented and delivered. Right, the absorption which that involves with a student is second to none. So it's scientifically proven to increase logical thinking, to help create problem solving skill sets among students, and schools are seeing merit in that, and that's predominantly why our entire curriculum is based around that. Right, so starting from game design and development to app design and development to web design and development, we make sure that we've covered the fundamentals of math. We have specific modules designed only around arts, which is basically UI UX, which plays an extremely important role in today's day and age because human psychology comes into effect there, right? And similarly incorporating the other avenues. So yeah, I think STEAM curriculum is definitely the future, and it's something that needs to be focused on. I mean, if you rationally think about it, right, everything that we do, our financial markets is based on technology, our medical science is based on technology, our initiatives when it comes to even travel. So while I think STEAM is absolutely important, the most important future-proof skill that someone needs to have in today's day and age is coding. And that's essentially what we try and focus on. And we're imploring parents to try and understand the value behind that. So essentially, the first class that we offer as part of our program is absolutely free, where they can actually test out the topic. they can get a sort of a trial of what they're signing up for, and if they like it, then they can go ahead. And I'm proud to say that we have more than 80% conversion from our trial classes. So it's not just us that see the value in STEAM, not just the parents, but also the students.
With online learning, do you see, like, I've heard a lot of statements from various parents and schools as well. They still think that there's a disconnect between the teachers and the students when it comes to face-to-face learning, or the social disconnection as well among the peers and classmates as well. So do you
Right.
think that is the case, and how can it be solved?
Right. On some level, I kind of concur with that thought process. But fortunately, that doesn't apply to us. The reason why I think online classes tend to drown out in certain aspects is because schools don't cater to just one student or two students, right? There's an entire class of 15, 20 students, and that's a landmine we've sidestepped altogether. Most of our programs are delivered one is to one, right? So the teacher and the student are completely engaged. Our curriculum obviously is engaging. Our entire curriculum is based on our principles of RISE, which I'll talk about later. But uh, when you're doing a class that's one is to one, or a one is to two, or a one is to three, the user engagement is higher, the attention from the teacher is higher. So while yes, it may not be entirely engaging when you're doing a class of 15 or 20, but when it's a personalized class, so one is to one class, one is to two class, we've seen 100% success to make sure the students are participating, they are engaging. And for an academic institution like ours, as opposed to a school, our complete programs are based on practicality. So where the teacher may talk about a certain concept, it's the student that shares his screen or her screen and then starts to code. So when they're actually doing it on their computer, it's all hands-on, and that sort of guarantees the engagement aspect. Further, using our LMS, we talk about gamification. So there are quizzes, there are leaderboards, there are badges and stickers awarded to students that are up the food chain. So that really helps build that one-to-one dialogue. So we found tremendous success in online learning, but I can imagine where if there's a crowded class, yes, there may be a little bit of dilution.
And do you also conduct any boot camps in this region, or do you have any plans to do that?
Not yet, but it's definitely on the cards. In fact, we've already submitted a curriculum for our boot camp to the Ministry of Education for approval. We're going to be doing boot camps in data science and machine learning, in cybersecurity, in full stack web development, and UI UX. This will not be catered to the K-12 students. This will be catered to students from the 18 plus audience. And we're also trying to we're trying to work with companies to revise a curriculum and sort of adapt it. Well, not revise, but get it customized and adapted to real world examples, right? So as you know, cybersecurity is something that's a need of the hour with the kind of fails that we're having. So we're working closely with big companies within the UAE itself to try and see what they require in the real world space from cybersecurity, bring that into our curriculum. And once we get our approvals, we're definitely going to be looking at doing full-time boot camps, which would be 12 weeks, and part-time boot camps would be 24 weeks.
So learnings from 2021, how will you adapt that to flesh out your business and marketing strategies for 2022?
Right. So one of our key differentiators amongst the competitors is that we offer our programs in Arabic, right? So a lot of these players that you have out there, they only cater to English. We're trying to make sure that we offer a program which is bilingual. A program is completely customized, right? So we're taking a couple of initiatives with our STEM accreditation, with our bilingual programs, to make sure that we can cater to an audience that is bigger than just the generic ones that most of our competitors are playing out to. So that's something that was our key takeaway from 2021. Our focus in 2022 entirely is to build our B2B engagement. So we're hoping to collaborate with the bigger brands in the market to try and build like a quid pro quo and a marketing initiative where we can co-promote iCode's coding programs. So that's a big initiative that we're working on 2022. We're working with corporates to offer subsidized trainings to their employees' children's. We're working with certain brands out there, which I wouldn't want to talk about right now until it's crystallized, but to try and offer iCodes, discount vouchers, and coupons every time they have a point of scale and back to school offers, so on and so forth. So our B2B engagement is going to be our biggest initiative for 2022, and focus on spreading the coding agenda in Arabic.
Thank you, Hannan, for speaking to us. Nice speaking with you again, and we look forward to speaking to you again in the future as well.
Absolutely, Chris. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
having me. It was a pleasure talking to you.